Hey ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm SolidSenior09 and this is Let's Play Paper Mario. Last time we left off, we made our way to Gusty Gulch. We fought a bunch of Hyper Paragoombas along the way here, and then we witnessed a rather grueling scene of a boo named Stanley getting eaten. Yup, all a day's work of Paper Mario, I'm telling you, this world is just insane in the membrane. Seriously. Before I get started, I figured I'd better address this now. If my voice sounds a little different, no, it's not because I'm coming down with a cold or anything. Although eventually I probably will be. That winter season, though. It's because I'm using my Logitech headset mic that I was originally using. If you look at my Wind Waker Let's Play and a few other Let's Plays that were prior to Paper Mario, you will most certainly notice a difference in the audio. Or maybe you won't. Maybe it'll actually be rather undistinguishable, if that's even a word. Basically, I had to give up the microphone that I was using because my stepbrother loaned it to me, and J-Man, if you're watching this, thank you so much. It was very amazing that you let me borrow that. You were awesome. And even if you hadn't loaned that out to me, you're still awesome, and I hope you know that. And I wish you well, dude. Because I know how it is. This world is crazy, and it doesn't matter where you're at, it's just insane. And it'll drive you crazy, kind of like that song. Drives me crazy. Ooh, ooh. So, I wish him the best, I wish you all the best, and yeah, just so you know, the reason my voice may sound a little different is because I'm using my old headset, which, hey, it never betrayed me before. I mean, the only thing that's ever betrayed me is my capture card. Which, this is like the umpteenth time I'm trying to do this, by the way, in case y'all are wondering. So if I sound a little like I already know what's going on, what's going to happen, that's why. It's because I'm having to do this for the umpteenth time. But I have feeling. I have a feeling. Well, yeah, I'm sure I have feelings. I'm a human being. Duh. I have a feeling this is going to go well. So what are we doing today? We're going to Gusty Gulch, actually. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Take a look at our Gusty Gulch. We're at Gusty Gulch. We're going to go to Blubba's castle at the foot, at the other end of Gusty Gulch. And we're going to reach this castle. I don't think we're going to be able to get into it in one video because it's quite a climb, actually. This map may not necessarily represent how much like screenage we're going to have to go through, but there's a lot of enemies and whatnot we got to clear through, as well as some items to pick up along the way. But once we reach here, we should be good to go, and then we have a heck of a climb, because this castle's pretty huge, actually. Also, I'm going to go ahead and go my badges and do some rearrangement here. I'm going to take off the Zap Tap badge temporarily, go into the alt badges, and I'm going to go ahead and put on 3 of the badges that we haven't used yet, which, if I remember right, it's Sleep Stomp, D Down Pound, and Double Dip. Now, the reason I'm doing this isn't really so much that, oh, it's a good idea to do this. No, actually, if you have Zap Tap on, you should be good to go. The reason I want to do it is because it's strictly for the matter of I want to keep variety going. Because if I stick to Zap Tap and rely on it too heavily, I feel like I'm kind of cheaping you all out because everybody's done this before, and I don't want to be. I mean, I don't mind doing it the way other people do it, because, you know, I mean, hey, if somebody's already established a proven method that's really effective as far as like methods of gaming are concerned, then who am I to question it? It's just I guess I'm trying to be slightly standing out, like, you know, kind of like if you're in the crowd and you're trying to say pick me, and you want to give them a reason to pick you. I'm trying my darndest to at least make a little effort in that department. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to this boo here because we haven't done that yet. You know, Tubba Blubba lived in that castle for a while, and was perfectly nice. It was a great place for ghosts, too. That's very contradictory to what I just witnessed before me. Yeah, it was so dim, so dark. Oh, it was such a great place. But then one day, Tubba Blubba turned invincible and started acting crazy. He started eating all the booze in the castle. It was insane! I'll say. Who in the right mind turns on the roommate and starts eating them? We had no choice but to flee or be eaten. Well, if you're being eaten now, that's another story. Bow chicka wow, chicka wow. Okay, stop with the sex jokes and get on with it. So we need to make our way up to Tubba Blubba's castle via Gusty Gulch. What do you say we do that? And oh, I thought that was an item. Jeez, that hero was saying, oh, I did this like a gajillion times. I was thinking for some reason that was something else. We got ourselves a new enemy, so let's go ahead and, well, fail at whomping him on the head. Goombario, inform us as to why I wasn't able to do a single HP worth of damage. This is a hyperclef. Hyperclefs have more defense power than normal clefs. 4 HP, 3 attack, 3 defense. They sometimes charge their power before attacking. That charged attack will take away 8 damage, so watch out when you start to glow, or when they start to glow. It'll miss you if you can become transparent. Wink wink, nudge nudge, Lady Bo. Ring a bell? Ow! Yes, it rings a bell, it rings a bell. Okay. Their defense power will fall to 1 if you use an explosion to flip them over, alternatively. Oh, and in case you hadn't noticed, they do have spikes up on top. It'll hurt if you jump on them. Unless you got the spike shield badge, but really, come on, they got 3 defense, what are you gonna do? Touché, can't deny that. So, let's go ahead and take on this green hyperclef, even though it's not blue, so it won't necessarily die, but because I'm hammering it, it doesn't matter if it's blue or green, I'm gonna knock it the heck out. Wham! My hammer said knock you out! Wham! Anyway. I don't even know what the song is called that I was trying to reference there, but I remember hearing it goes something like, Mama said knock you out, it's something like that. I remember somebody used to sing that, somebody I knew sung that a bunch, and I was like, what the heck is that? You know, I never had the nerve to actually ask them. Because you know how it is when somebody sings a song or makes a reference and you don't really quite know what it is they were referencing because it's the first time. But they act like, oh, it's been around since forever, and you don't want to be the awkward guy or girl that's like, what is that? I mean, it's not to say that you don't want to ask questions to get answers, because I mean, it's always good to ask questions if you don't know the answer to something. It's worse if you don't know something and try to pass it off as, yeah, I know, and then try to fake it, and then you end up getting caught in a lie, essentially. Now, that would be a rather problematic situation to be in. I'm gonna go actually try a strategy here. I'm gonna use a sleep stomp again, right on this guy. Hopefully, yes, okay, no, both of them are asleep. Sweet. And then she just smack the crap out of this guy. Make like that Akon song. Smack that out on the floor, smack that, give me some more, smack that till you get sore, smack that, whoa, whoa. So today's November 30th, in case y'all are wondering. It's the last day of the month, hooray. Or boo, whichever stance you take. If you're a person that's like, man, time needs to stop flying by so fast. Or if you're a person that's like, this year has been crap to me, bring on 2017. Whichever direction. At least either way, if you're a person that like really has enjoyed this year and you don't want time to fly by, well, just look at it this way. You got a new year ahead of you, hopefully. Hopefully nothing bad happens to you. By the way, here's a letter to Feist T. And if you're having a bad year, well, hey, December's around the corner. You're almost done with it. You can do it, team. We can do it, team! Hoo, 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 hoo! Alright, it's enough hooting and hollering, man. It's already late enough at night as is. Why is it she does it every time? Like, I'm not even gonna kid you all. Every time I've come to this battle, she has kicked in and gave me extra attack power against that hyperclef whenever I use D down pound. Which, by the way, I don't know if I even bother to explain what the heck that does, but it pierces enemies' defenses. So if they have 3 defense like that hyperclef, I'm still going to be able to do the same amount of damage that my hammer would normally do, which is 4 damage. Now, if I use it on these Goombas that have 0 defense, I'm essentially throwing away flower points, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and hammer this Goomba here, or I guess technically it's a Hyper Goomba, sorry. I just had some leftover ham. Yes, it is, what, how many days? Like 4 days, 5 days? Thanksgiving was on a Thursday, yeah? Let's see, today's Wednesday. It's almost been a week, yeah. We still have leftovers. I mean, we've managed to, in a combined fashion, all together as a family, we've managed to downsize a lot of it. Like, there's literally just turkey and ham left. And right now, we've got more ham than turkey, actually, at the moment. But I was working on that, and I was like, oh, man, I love ham and I love turkey, but whew, I'm going to be so glad when this stuff is gone, because I'm kind of getting tired of eating this stuff for lunch and dinner every day. Sometimes I have it for breakfast, too, you know, because ham and eggs, oh, it's amazing. It's the best. I kind of like that song. It's the best around. Nothing's ever gonna take you down. I'm just in a sing-songy kind of mood. I usually get that way whenever I'm kind of not in the best of spirits, if you will. And I don't want to get like too personal into it, but just for the record, currently I'm kind of like in between a position of finding jobs right now, and it's been kind of discouraging because it's like, really, it's either I have really craptastic choices, or the places I actually want to be hired at, they're not hiring, or I just don't have the luck of the Irish with me, you know, to be picked out of the thousands of applicants they got going for them. So, I mean, I'm not going to complain or fault anybody, but it is, I'm not going to deny it, it's very disappointing, you know, when you're in this position. At the very least, I will say this, I can't be a person that's unhireable. I mean, for crying out loud, I worked 5 weeks at a seasonal position for Target, you know. And that's not to say, like, to degrade anybody who works at Target, or to say that, oh, Target's a crappy place to work at. It's not. It's not the easiest place, especially when you're working the graveyard shift, stocking shelves, excuse me, staying until, basically going in at like 2, 3 or so. I think I've already mentioned this before, how late I would have to get in, but you know, you would sometimes have to stay there until about 7, 8, maybe even 10 at the latest, really, which meant you had to be somewhat chipper for the customers that came in, the early morning shoppers. Although, thankfully, I think most of them that I've seen, or that I did get to see, they were kind of understanding. They were like, oh, they would yawn with me, because they were like, oh, it's morning, too early for us to be doing any talking, you know. Thankfully, I didn't have any bad customer experiences, because I do understand there are some people who do have that, and it is very possible to have some really rather irate people greet you, because they're PO'd at the world, so they gotta make everyone else feel PO'd at the world, you know? And normally, people would say, or some people would probably suggest, oh, you might as well just, it'd be great if we just isolate them on an island and just, you know, have them eat each other or something like that, which, actually, I'm pretty sure that's not how anybody says that. Those are times when you just gotta be like, well, smile, grin, bear it, try to spread the love the best you can, you know? That's really all you can do. It doesn't help to throw salt in the wound any more than it already is there. What do I want to level up? I think I said I wanted to level up flower points, but I'm a little wary to do that, since every time I've done that, something's gone wrong in the second half of this recording. But you know what? I'll take that chance, because I do want my 20 FP. Because as you saw, we were eating away at that magic like crazy. What is it with me and the word crazy? I'm telling you, I've been using that word a lot lately. I was actually looking back over some of my past parts that I did for Chapter 3 in this, and I also took a look at Super Metroid just to see, like, okay, what are some things I'm doing right? What are some things I probably need to lay off of? One of those things was saying the word crazy. I was just like, ugh. And I noticed I've been doing the like thing, and that's kind of ticking me off a little bit. I'm like, dude, stop that garbage. Just stop it. Just do nothing! Like Lady Val just did right now. Do nothing if you can't think of anything else to say. Yeah, I noticed I've been doing that too, but thankfully not nearly as much as the other crap that's been annoying me. I've also been doing too much of the why not Wobbuffet thing, where I've been shouting off Wobbuffet at the end after I say why not. I'm not going to do that right now, because I'm just like, ugh. It's a funny gag, but I'll give you that, because it makes me laugh sometimes whenever I sit there and editing, which is pretty bad. When you yourself, if you're editing and you hear your own voice, you can actually make yourself laugh. Then you know it's a cheesy gag or joke, you know. But sometimes too much of a good thing is a bad thing, so that's why I'm trying to avoid doing that. Also, I just did a spin jump for strike, yeah. So we can do 4 damage instead of the usual 2 damage. I was about to say 1 damage, but I forgot our butt is upgraded? I didn't know that. We must have a fine booty. Fine piece of... What's another one? Junk in the trunk? No, junk in the... Shut up, you're not street smart, and you don't have any business to be talking like that, dude. Seriously. Just shut the heck off. At least these guys are relatively, like, attack pointless when they're not charging up their attack power to, like, 8. Like 8. If you don't stop saying like, I'm gonna start throwing the like back on screen, then he's gonna eat everything on it. Just have him, like, engulf the entire screen, gradually have him get larger and larger, and then you just eats everything on screen. And then y'all were like, ah! Silent Senior, stop saying like! The like curse is striking, and it's striking hard! That'll get me to stop saying that accursed word. Ugh. By the way, I didn't comment on it, but Lady A has one adorable victory scene. Like, you moron! Shut up if you don't know how to say anything besides the word like. For crying out loud. Or as that guy from New in Town says, for crying in a beer cheese soup. Wait a minute. Oh, that's why it looked similar. I already had a dried shroom. Jeez, man. You guys must really want me to have these dried shrooms. I'm gonna go ahead and eat the second one. I don't want this nasty thing. Wait, is he gonna do it? Oh, he just thumbs up. Okay. He only does it in battle. Ow! Excuse you. I was trying to eat a dried mushroom. Don't mind me over here. Could do Dow Pound and just finish him off. You know what? I'm gonna do that. You're going down for that. You've earned a one-way trip to Faint Land. To KO Land. To Die Land. Rule number 1 of RPGs. If thine health meter drops to 0, thou shalt faint, die, or otherwise KO themselves. Thank you and have a good day. Hey, I like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh, actually, you know what? No, I got a better idea. I'm gonna attack you all! Yeah! That was kind of dumb. That's okay. Being dumb is sometimes better than pretending to think that you're smart, when in reality you're kind of the dumbest person ever. Not to say I'm the dumbest person ever, nor are any of you. No, definitely not. I'm just saying... Ooh, excuse me. I don't really see myself as a very intelligent person. I mean, if I was, I wouldn't be in such a predicament as I am now. And my channel would actually be like... Dang it, I said like again. Well, I guess that time I can let it go. My channel would be in a better position than it is now. It's not to say it's bad, it's just... I guess it's frustrating because I'm not one of the most talked about people or whatever. Of course, then again, you know, it's not to say that, oh, well, I guess I have to give up because I'm not quite there yet. Heck no! And it's not even so much to say that, oh, that's my only goal. No, that's part of the goal. It's a good goal to shoot for. I mean, shoot. If I didn't have that goal, I probably would lose all hope completely. And then I'd question, well, what's my point and purpose in this world, you know? If I can't even make somebody smile, you know, via the internet doing these silly videos, you know, then what's the point for me? But I realize there's a point for me, and I know I make somebody's day, so that's partly why I keep doing this, you know? Just gotta keep sometimes the one shining glimmer of hope you have, and just let it burn as brightly as you can and keep fueling it as best you can, and before you know it, woo! The soul will just hit you and you just feel like start singing and dancing right there on the spot. Alright, so we've reached the castle. I'm sitting here being a dummy here, dancing around, singing, being a weirdo. What do you say we meet each other next time for when we go into Tubba Blubba's castle and infiltrate this massive establishment? Thank you so much for watching. Love you bunches. Don't chill slap, and I'll see you all next time. Peace out.